Guys, welcome back. BGCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of July 4th, 2019.
Happy 4th of July to our American viewers.
Yep. And happy 4th of July to everybody else, because it is the day that it is.
It's still the 4th of July.
No matter what, yeah.
It may not be your Independence Day, but it's still the 4th of July.
Unless it is not the 4th of July when you're listening to this, in which case happy whatever day that happens to be. But the current challenge is Mortal Kombat X Scorpion. That's a 1-week repeat. It's back to the regular style of challenge after being 3 weeks of Suicide Squad challenges in a row, so it's finally, required characters right from the start.
Yeah, but we've been pretty spoiled because those were better challenges with lower requirements, better rewards, and fewer fights.
But they're easing us back into it because the required characters are Cyborg, Solomon Grundy, and Catwoman, who you can get all at bronze level. So as far as, the first thing that needs requirement at normal difficulty, this is pretty great for that.
Yeah. So Mortal Kombat X Scorpion, he's one of, I think, 3 Scorpions. He's got decent, medium, I guess, compared to what we have now, medium stats. 1,200 damage and 1,000 health as his base stats.
Yeah.
His passive is Reborn Spectre. So if you get 200% damage on a special attack, that makes his damage over time automatically crit. So that's great even if you don't have augmentations or gears that'll actually increase. I don't think there are any gears that will increase the crit chance of specials. Bonus 8% health per promotion. So if you're going for a damage over time team, Mortal Kombat X Scorpion is not a bad guy to have on your team. Getting auto crit on damage over time can be huge. The problem is that with so many revive options in Astra Harness, you can't go with a straight up damage over time team anymore.
Yeah.
And you need alternative damage options.
So it's good to sort of supplement a team, but it's not something you can build your own team around. It's not like how there are characters who are good enough to make a whole team. This needs like an actual team comp.
Yeah. So if you're going to make, the Scorpion the star of your team, the best damage over time option in my mind is actually Arkham Knight Catwoman. So she's a different team. You need to make him a little bit stronger, and that would be Batman Returns Catwoman.
Yeah.
So she can boost his damage over time. Now, Scorpion can act as a tank because of his health bonus per promotion, and because of what we just mentioned about the difficulties with having an all damage over time team.
Yeah.
I think your third member has to be a basic damage dealer.
Yeah, because they're already sort of specialist, right? When we say damage over time, it's sort of like a specialist that deals damage over time damage.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the main point really is that it'd be hard to justify the third slot being another damage over time specialist. Yeah. And it'd be hard to justify it as a tank because you've got limited damage options.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go.
Yeah. In general, I'm not such a big fan of the Scorpions. They tend to be slow, so they're not so good at anything else other than being specialists.
This week's multiplayer reward is the underwhelming Batmobile. It gives you 25% max health increase, and then it has a series of Batman effects, which is 20% super move damage increased. The evolved effect gives you opponent's team takes 25% damage from your super move, and the other evolved effect is 5 seconds invulnerability after your super move is activated. And so, just to be clear, all those last 3, right, I said at the top, those are all Batman-only effects.
Yeah.
Which is sort of awful, because it's not great to put a bat like this on a Batman.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is the least legendary of all the 4.5-star gears.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit of history would be useful, because it didn't used to be so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there was...
It used to be underwhelming, but it didn't used to be, bad. Yeah. And I think the way that, it's almost not worth the upgrading.
Yeah, because the area effect on Super was interesting when you could get to Super faster, because Arkham Origins Batman used to be able to start with 3 bars of power.
Really easily.
Yeah, so Batgirl plus him, 3 bars.
Ra's al Ghul.
I can't remember. It was around that time when Ra's al Ghul Scimitar was introduced that they stopped allowing a third bar.
I think there was a period where there was overlap.
Yeah, maybe. And there was also a time when supers were just unblockable and you didn't get reduced damage. Now, a lot of special 2s will do more damage in practice, in the actual game, than a super.
Yeah, so it used to be better, but now, as is, it's pretty junk.
Yeah.
And even, back then, it was just sort of junk. It was just iffy, and now it's just straight up bad.
Yes.
In the store, I'm sorry. I've got
So
a
let me
bit
take
of a
this.
cough. Yeah.
So in the store, we've got the Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan pack. It's $27 Canadian. It's not worth it. Just a reminder that you only get one copy. It doesn't unlock in your store. And maybe it'll be a clue for next week's challenge, unless something unusual happens. There's also a character bundle Flash TV pack, and that is also $27 Canadian. It includes MetaHuman Flash and Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
And I guess it depends on how badly you want them. They're typically not easily available. Like, chances are if you're patient and wait a week, Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan will be available free when you complete the challenge. And but generally, we still think it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And there's still no packs in the rotation for power credits. I mean, we've been saying this for a few months now, so there's a good chance this is going to be the new status quo.
Yeah. I think for any in-app purchases, it's worth it if you want to support the developers and you basically view what they're giving you as like a thank you for supporting them. And that's it.
Oh, you mean like when you support public television and you make a donation and they give you a prize. It's not that the money should be worth the prize.
It's not that you think that the mug they gave you is worth $75.
Right.
Yeah. So I think if you frame it that way, then it might be worth it. But it has to be a thing that you're supporting them with, and you're just sort of picking from a list of thank yous.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because to me, that's the only way. Like, I might consider it worth it every once in a while to do something like that.
Yeah, that's actually, I think I like that way to frame it, because up until now, what I've always said is, when I'm putting money into it, it's going to be the recharges.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's just getting to play more of the game.
Yeah,
getting
and
more of the thing you love.
that's just us picking the best thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
the way
true.
that I think about it.
That's true.
For Survivor, we have the 4th World Gear set until the 10th of July, 2019.
One more week.
Yep.
Phantom Zone has one more week left. There's bonus double experience XP over the weekend. And Fight 62 is still broken.
So there we go. Moving on to current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. And we're Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android.
Right. And spoiler alert, there's nothing new this week.
Mm-hmm.
You can just, scrub past the rest of this if that's all you're waiting for.
Go about with your day.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. So maybe we'll start with the significant not working glitches that are not in the playlist, but we've had a history of either people talking about it or they've actually been working in the past.
Yeah.
Right now, there's no working glitch for credits that we're willing to endorse.
Yep.
We talk about all the reasons why in a previous P and Q and C and A and T, which is our glorified Q&A video, Season 6, Episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
Link in the description and in the eye.
Basically, it's dangerous, and you can seek out how to find it, but we're not willing to use it ourselves or endorse it. That's it.
In my mind, the principle really is one account, 2 devices simultaneously, it's too dangerous.
Yeah. Other things that we have that aren't working right now, there is no glitch for past multiplayer season rewards, no glitch for early season rewards for multiplayer, and there's no glitch to get through the Phantom Zone quickly.
Right.
And I think that's everything major that there used to be.
Yeah. So working glitches. So the newest one that's actually useful now is the Phantom Zone glitch that lets you play it repeatedly. I think the greatest value is probably, because it takes so long to get through, you probably will get some value out of replaying it more than they let you, but I think
Not as much.
Yeah, a huge value would be getting to play for free and not having to pay 50 nth metal for each replay.
So it saves 50 nth metal. If you have a lot of time, it's also pretty good at getting you more than you could have otherwise.
Yeah.
But it still probably pays to not spend all of it, or not put all of your spending on the same team, just so that it doesn't make you look like a cheater/hacker.
Yeah, and I think this is probably the most important exploit right now. I mean, one of the things that we've seen before is when the glitches are working, that people prioritize them incorrectly.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the most important one to prioritize, because you can do this and satisfy the conditions over and over again by just playing a lot of multiplayer or Survivor or doing the challenge.
Yeah. So there we go. The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working, and we've got a comment in the description from a viewer who has a potential solution for people who are having trouble playing extra breakthroughs. We can't confirm whether this works since we're not having the same problem, but that's a resource available to you if you want it.
Right. Challenge reset that requires Google Play Cloud Save, that is still working, confirmed on the current Mortal Kombat X Scorpion challenge.
Yeah, and we should probably change the order because it's quite related to the Phantom Zone. They're basically the same method, so reset one, reset the other. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
Right now, doesn't matter. Same way.
Yeah, that's right. Airplane mode / refund glitch still working. It's good for both packs with random drops, also known as loot boxes, and last laugh tickets. And it does not work in situations like the Phantom Zone that requires you having an online connection.
Yeah, and we've seen people saying it works on iOS. If you basically log out before the final boss fight, switch accounts immediately if you don't like your rewards, and then you can reroll. But we haven't been able to do an equivalent for Android, so...
Right. And we've played around with different things. There was one comment saying that there was a certain place where you do it. The problem is it looks like you're actually getting new rewards each time, because when you play it again, it gives it to you. But no matter what we do, it doesn't reset your server save. You can't make your game progress in that situation overwrite the server. It just gives you back the first reward you got when you went into the Phantom Zone instead of what you wanted to get.
Yeah, and you can use a reroll glitch to get 40 nth metal by resetting every time you don't get a metal character in the cheapest pack and selling it when you do, but that's not actually the most efficient way to get nth metal anymore by far.
Yeah, Phantom Zone replay is definitely much better.
Yeah, although I guess if you're really desperate for it in between Phantom Zones, that's probably the only way that you can still actually farm.
Yeah. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Again, always remember to bring your countdown clock back to normal before you finish. And free energy without having to watch the video still works. And we've cut and pasted one iOS user's Dragons 952 potential solution into the description if the free energy button is grayed out, but we can't confirm its effectiveness because it's an iOS solution, not one for Android.
Mm-hmm. And in between not working and working glitches, we have the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked. It hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's still not testable and it's still not usable, but it has not been confirmed as not working. The conditions have never been there and the glitch has failed, so it's still in the list on a technicality because we love those.
Yes, we love technicalities. And that's it for this week. So just want to mention we have a Patreon, link is in the description, and there are people who are already supporting us, and they've been supporting us for a while.
Yeah, who we're super thankful for.
Yeah, we're really grateful. Big thank you to Console Peasant, supporting us at the top tier Last Word, John Ariema supporting us at the Your Message Here tier, Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, and Aaron Maule supporting us on the credited level, and Eddie G, Chris Wolf, and Lazo Georgiades at the gratitude level.
So there we go. We've taken to saying everybody's names because, as it turns out, we're thankful for everybody, and we wanted to make tiers so that they sort of made sense, and everybody else seemed to have the $1 tier just be like a spiritual thank you, but actually, it doesn't cost us anything to just thank everybody.
Well, and when the numbers are so low, we can do it relatively quickly, too.
Yeah, so... Sorry. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.